But we're using 21-inch mesh. I'm just going to take and gather a little tail on the end. Just a couple of inches, 3-4 inches. Make sure that your edges are curled under on both sides. And I'm going to start on the inside. Open a tie, doesn't matter which one. Lay your tail in. Whoops.
You in the poof one again?
I am.
Ooh. Double poof.
Give it a couple of twists.
Tiffany's from Jacksonville, Florida.
Then you're going to put it on your start mark. And we're going to do 10-inch poofs.
Where did you get the netting looking ribbon from? Need some for my wreath.
What's behind me over here? Hang on just a second.
Tiffany, we have a daughter that lives in Florida. She's in Ocala.
This came from Craft Outlet, but I do believe it's sold out or discontinued in the white. They do have it in like a dusty rose, a moss green, and I think a gray. So there's this. This is the only roll I had of it. Thought I might use it up. And then this is Saxon netting, and it came from TMI Gifts.
Oh, so yeah, I know who you're talking about. Gray glasses. I know who it is.
Fluffy, yeah.
Yeah.
We love Fluffy.
Oh, I love that guy. Yep, in the armpit of Florida. Jacksonville, the armpit of Florida?
No, it's like north central.
Still, yeah, the armpit.
Is that? Okay, yeah. I guess, yeah. Had to think about that logistically for a minute.
Hello, Tina and Tony Shelton.
Hi, that's Mom and Dad's best friends.
Oh.
That Tina and Tony Shelton are the ones that my mom and dad go camping with and bowling with pretty much every weekend when they're not here watching the kids.
Yep. Which we appreciate so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Y'all, it would be chaos in here if we had both of our chillins in here. They're boys. Yeah.
See me and JC and Daddy JC.
So I'm just doing 10-inch poofs. Nothing super fancy yet.
Oh, Lord. Pretty colors. Crime is. Tiffany, I understand about Florida crime. I got a buddy of mine. He's a sheriff's deputy out in Miami-Dade. So, What did you call the blue netting again?
Saxon netting.
Saxon netting.
It's 20-inch Saxon netting. If you just go to TMI's website, oh, this pipe cleaner came loose. I got to tie it back down. If you just go to TMI's website and type in Saxon netting, it'll pull you up all the different colors they have. And I've got yellow, orange, pink, lavender, blue. Got several colors of it.
Hi from ME.
Maine?
Maine? I thought ME was ME. No, that's...
MA is Mass.
Oh, yeah. Do you make wreaths, sir? I do make wreaths. I actually made one last month. So the next one should be coming here shortly. I just got to figure out design.
Yeah.
How old are your boys? 11 and 4. 11 and 5.
What?
11 and 5. Sorry.
Almost 6. He'll be 6 in July.
MS. Oh, MS.
Mississippi.
Yep. My mom won't move, so I'm stuck here. I can't leave my mama.
No.
That's why we came here.
I came back to my mama. All right, we're back to where we started our first poof. So I'm going to measure out a poof 10 inches. I'm going to open this tie, and I'm going to stick that poof in it and tie it back down.
You can do that?
I don't know yet. I'll know once I get both rounds on and see how full it is.
Let's see. Hi, guys. Hi, Tina. I watched a lady do this method, and she said once you tie it down, use your wrist to elbow as a guide for poofs.
I have, honest to goodness, tried that method, and it did not turn out for me. I just, I prefer to measure until I guess I haven't mastered it. I don't know. I can't get them to look right when I do that method.
How did you know when to use 10 or 21-inch mesh? Want to buy various colors, but unsure about size. Thank you.
It depends on the method that you're going to use. My poof bases are always done in 21-inch mesh. I guess you probably could do them in 10-inch mesh, but it's just not going to look as well. It's not going to look as full. 10-inch mesh, I typically do curls or ruffle with. So that is my best rule of thumb on which mesh to use. So now we finished our inner ring. We're going to transition to the outer ring. So bring it straight to the tie down below it and just tie it off. You're not making a poof. You're just creating a little line there. Sorry, I'm fluffing my poof out a little bit
Wendy
there.
says he's a very artistic printer. Love the tiger wreath.
Oh, she's still on with us. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, my friend Wendy from well, all of our life, pretty much. We've been together since elementary school. She's with us tonight. And when we first moved back to Kentucky, she was doing a silent auction for her son's archery team at school. So we did a wreath for her and donated it. And he hand painted the sign. He did a really good job on it.
Tiffany says, me and this method don't get along. Got to keep working on it.
Practice, Tiffany. Oh, wait, we're doing different. Okay, so on the outside, we're going to do 12-inch poofs.
Amber shower ruffles, question mark?
I'm not sure the question.
Something about ruffles, question mark. That's all it says. Amber.
We're doing the poof method?
Poof method. Do you ever use 6-inch mesh?
I do. The God Bless America wreath right there, used the white with 6-inch mesh. Oh, the mesh keeps getting hung.
That's a 14-inch wreath frame. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, I got one.
With 18 ties.
With 18 ties. Ooh, I can answer questions. Getting there. I'm getting there.
You're good. I fluff my poofs as I go because I don't want to get halfway around my wreath and decide I don't like the way one poof is laying and then have to undo a bunch of poofs. So I poof as I go.
Are you feeling okay tonight, Melissa?
I am feeling great.
Okay, so
I drank coffee.
Earlier in one of our earlier live that we did for the wreath kit that was behind me, I gave Melissa some Black Rifle Company coffee, and it's a bit higher on the caffeine scale, and it sent her pretty much to the roof. So people were like wondering if she was okay because she's a little, you know.
I'm feeling kind of woozy at my tummy.
Yeah, so it was. She's doing good.
I'm better now.
She's better now.
I ate a couple of crackers.
She had some crackers, had some
tummy.
tea. You know, yeah. She's feeling better.
But there for a few minutes earlier, it was like, woo! I might have to sit down.
The world was spinning faster than you were moving.
It was. So I think I was being a little quiet there for a minute, just trying to get my, senses about me and focus on what I was trying to say, because I was struggling there for a minute. But I feel tons better now.
Irina said I have a wreath started in an 18-inch wreath form. That's going to be huge.
That is going to be huge. I love doing the bigger wreaths. I really do.
Good night, Patricia.
But because I, sell wreaths, I want to keep my shipping costs down. So I try not to do any super large pieces because it makes the shipping just astronomical.
You just look pale.
Do I?
It's probably because we haven't had any sun in the last few weeks.
I feel like a vampire.
I want to talk about.
I mean, we have the occasional day of sun, but, it's mixed with a lot of clouds.
Mary, are you sure that's all you gave her? Yes, Mary.
Well, I don't know, y'all. Here is what he brought me. My thermos.
Are you? Okay, I need that coffee. It is great coffee. Again, it's a Black Rifle Coffee Company. It's again a veteran-owned, veteran-run coffee company.
We support a lot of veteran-owned businesses.
Yeah. They have the Keurig, things.
The pods.
The pods. So, but
and
really
you can even
company.
get them on Amazon.
Really great company. Usually they always send bulk packages of coffee to troops down that are deployed. So You were on a cloud of coffee, lol.
Oh, I was.
What part of Kentucky are you in?
Western Kentucky. We're in Aurora, near Kentucky Lake.
Rosemary, I wish coffee had that effect on me. Oh, you should see the coffee I drank before I moved over to this one.
It was Death Wish.
Death Wish coffee. Wow.
Good flavor.
Oh,
Lots of caffeine.
How many rolls of 10-inch mesh do you use to do the ruffles?
Just one per wreath. I do 20-inch cuts.
I just made a sunflower wreath and it was so big.
They are huge.
You better smell it next time before you drink it.
I might do that. You never know with him. Nah, he wouldn't do that. I've seen those horrible ones on Facebook where they're like, the couples are pranking each other with, laxative in the coffee, the Keurig water and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm so glad my husband's not like that.
I will definitely post that coffee. It's Black Rifle Coffee Company. Again, the name is called Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Mm-hmm.
And let's drop the name real quick.
We're back to the last, or where we started on the bottom. So I'm going to open the tie, lay in this last poof, and tie it back down.
So, yes, they do have K-Pods. Stacy, that's Black Rifle Coffee Company.
They do have the pods, but I will say their ground coffee has a bit better flavor, in my opinion. So if you get the little pod where you can use your own coffee grounds in there, we do prefer that one. But they do have the pods.
Yeah, I do see them. I'm going back and forth between the computer and my phone, just so I can catch up on ones that I missed off my phone. Where do I join the private group and the cost?
The private group is $14.99 a month. And you can go to our website, which is halocreativedesigns.com, and click menu. If you're on a phone, you'll have to click menu, and in the drop down, choose private coaching. If you're on a desktop, you'll see it across the top bar. Just click private coaching and read the little blurb and click subscribe.
After that, it should send you to Facebook for 3 questions. And once you enter those 3 questions, we let you in.
Voila.
That's all it takes. / coaching or private?
Private coaching.
/ coaching.
There you go. You got it.
All right, I'm about to pin the webpage for everybody to go to for that. There, pin.
These ties really, maybe it's just the mesh is so thin. Not sure how I'm feeling about this, y'all.
Length of each poof?
10 on the inside, 12 on the outside.
Looks like that might change though.
Huh?
So that looks like that might change though.
Oh, I don't know. It's just, this is the regular poly jute, so it doesn't have the strip of white. And I just feel like the white covers better. I was trying not to use, why are my stems coming untied tonight? I'm having the hardest problem with that. I was trying not to use the whole roll, but I just think it's so see-through that I am gonna use, but I'm gonna put ruffles in it.
Now you see how the creative part of where everybody has that problem where you're looking at something, you're just not sure about it, and here you go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like this because we are going to add a lot of other stuff. So,
Linda, where did you get your blue mat for measuring? That was bought at Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Use your 40%.
I used it. I bought it for her at Hobby Lobby. Sharon Miller, this is my first live with you guys. Well, welcome. Sharon.
Glad you could make it live.
What kind of sweatshirts do you both have on? These again would be our grunt style.
Another military-owned company.
Another military-owned, veteran-run, not military-owned, but
veteran-run,
veteran-run, veteran-owned clothing company. They have an outdoor department and a fitness department as well. They've been growing, but we support them very much. Mine has the American flag with the Punisher kind of skull. Melissa's is more of a feminine one with the angel wings.
So I don't know which one I'm going to use as the filler. I took this white web mesh and I cut it down into some strips. So I want to see, they're 12-inch strips. Wanted to see how they would lay in there. I think they'll go okay on top of whatever mesh I choose to use. So I've got a couple of selections for blue.
They want to see your honey wreath.
Hmm?
They want to see the beehive wreath. There's the honey wreath. Y'all wanting the link for the YouTube page?
Excuse me.
Okay, hang on one second.
All right, so this is the sign that we're going to use. And I want, you know, I'm thinking I may use both of these because it has both of the colors on the side. I think I'm going to use both of these.
YouTube.com, Halo Creative Design.
/ Halo, yeah. Let's set this over here a little bit.
Watch the candle, Rosemary says.
Yeah, I keep realizing I've got it back there. You know, I probably should just blow it out and move it to the back.
You're luck. Yeah, probably good.
Yeah, I'm so clumsy. Thank you for watching out for me. Always.
The beehive. Where did the beehive come from?
I don't remember.
I want to say that beehive came from Craft, didn't it?
Maybe. I don't.
Beehive probably came. I think came from Craft Outlet. She gets so many packages that they all kind of blend together for me. Stacy, yes, you can go to their page. Great page. Very much. Very outstanding company. Let's see. The sign on the bee, home is where your honey is, came from Cracker Barrel. The beehive itself came, I believe, came from Craft Outlet. And Rosemary says, you know, she got your back.
All right, so we're going to cut ruffles in both of these colors. We're going to start with 9 each. We'll alternate ties with each color. And I think we're going to cut the ruffles at 12 inches.
Brenda, thank God for reruns. Good night, all.
Good night.
Rosemary says you make her nervous with that cutter.
If I remember to put my guard down, it's a lot better.
Raquel, you're going to get me in trouble with the hubby. I feel a large Craft Outlet order coming on.
I'm sorry.
People want to know where the mesh holder came from.
Oh, the mesh holder was actually a gift.
It was gifted to us.
To us from one of our viewers, Miss Eva Peppers. And the mesh roller came from Susie's Wreaths and Things. And she's on Facebook as well as Etsy. Okay, so I'm alternating, but I am opening the ties.
Meanwhile,
okay.
well, we got a good crowd going.
All right, so just like that. So we're going to go ahead and cut the rest of them because I like the way that looks. So we're going to do 9 of each color. One of these is like a regular deco mesh and one is like a poly jute, and they're really sticking together.
Oh, that's awesome that you can do both of them at the same time. That's cool. I didn't realize that was happening. You're not cricket on that one?
Huh?
You're not cricket on that one?
If I am, I didn't mean to be.
Oh. I'm loving the colors.
I pulled the colors from the sign, the blues in the sign.
Everybody's in for a special treat. They get two of us to get 2 times tonight.
Right. This never happens. We've done 2 in a weekend before.
Yeah, never two. Back to back.
Back to back.
Wow. All that caffeine on you.
Right. So 4.
Donna, I don't have all this equipment.
I didn't either. 5.
But I know where you can get it. Would you like to know? Jeannie, yes.
Most of it comes from Amazon.
It all comes, most of it comes.
We live in the country, and we are an hour from the nearest craft store. So most everything we get, we order online and have it delivered.
Give us this travel lane, your clear ruler on top of the mesh to hold it in.
You know what? I forgot I had that, and I'm covering it up.
Thank God for everybody else to help you out.
Thanks for watching out for me again, y'all. Yeah, well, I've already got most of it cut now.
Tiffany says, I like it. Drink coffee more often. I'm kidding, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm the one who has to live with it after this is over, so.
Oh, he'll be fine.
I will.
Yes. Thank you, Eva. I needed that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What is it? www.amazon/shop/.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, that's what I was trying to make sure.
Oh, amazon.com/shop/halo.
/shop.
Just one more.
/halo.
Creative designs. All right. We almost used it all. If I need extra pieces on another project, I will have them.
She says it takes getting used to.
Yeah, this is my first night using them, but I love it. I love it. It's made such a huge difference already.
That's who was asking about it. I was wondering who was asking about the cowboy. Remember the sign, but they wanted to know if they could do a Dallas Cowboys one. I don't know if we can do NFL. Don't we have to get?
We can't do NFL licensed items because that's
they get cranky.
Copyright infringement, and we don't want to get our shop shut down. So I can't do anything with their exact logo on it. And I apologize. I'm sorry.
But he is making signs though.
Yeah. Of non-copyrighted stuff. And I mean, there are people who do sell that kind of stuff, but the ones who do it properly as a business, they have paid for and obtained the rights from them to use the logo products. So it's a big in-depth thing. So I'm just finding the middle of the 10-inch mesh. I'm sorry, I burst a lot of people's bubbles. Ask my husband and my kids. They think I'm mean, Mama.
Sorry, Josiana, how you feel?
I don't mean to. If you had asked me that when I first started my business, I would have jumped all over it and done it. But now that I have had time to understand how copyrights and things like that work, yeah, I can't in good conscience do that. So I am opening the ties. I think I got that one in a little crooked, so let me fix that. Pull, pull. All right.
How long have you had your business?
I started my business back in September of last year. So not super long.
Dad said maybe.
Dad said maybe.
There's still a chance. Let's see. You look at my thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's see, Raquel. Thinking of a softball one with a home plate that says home is where the heart is. 2 ballers in the house, one leaving to play D1 soon. Oh, congratulations.
That's awesome.
Susie Brown, hey, hey.
Hello. All right. One more on the top, and then we'll move to the outer. We're just alternating these pieces. This is 10-inch mesh, and both of these came from Craft Outlet. Actually, all of this mesh came from Craft Outlet. And we cut these 10-inch pieces into 12-inch strips, and we're putting in every other tie.
Becky, we're using a 14-inch frame.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to play spider solitaire, but you're more entertaining.
Thanks.
Did you do craftings before you started making things? No. She tried, but it didn't go well.
I have always tried, Pinterest projects and crafty things, but I was never successful. And to be perfectly honest, now that I've had time to think about it, I never really gave it a good, honest effort. I always kind of half-heartedly tried. And then my life, I had, a little crisis, and I found wreathing, and it just kind of was a natural. It kind of stuck.
Good night, Sheila. Thanks for joining us.
Good night. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry.
Oh, where's that voice, JC? Haha, looks good, Melissa.
Thank you.
I know. I'm quiet tonight, aren't I?
You are. You've been harping on me for being quiet.
Where can I find a Georgia Bulldog sign? Probably on Pinterest. Georgia themselves.
I think TMI Gifts has them, as well as Craft Outlet. You could try both of those.
Or you can try the university itself.
Yeah. And their sports shop.
Mm-hmm.
Or their bookstore, their college bookstore.
The college bookstore. Oh. You are very quiet. I know I'm very quiet tonight. I've been letting her do all the work, so I was just, yeah.
Tell him he better start talking, y'all.
Nobody wants to hear me talking. They want to see what you're doing.
They like your talking.
You're adding the mesh in every other tie?
Every other tie, alternating colors.
Mary says, I've done ceramics for over 40 years and still do, but making these wreaths is so much fun. I really enjoy doing it.
It's very soothing and cathartic for me. I went through a period not too long ago where I didn't find it very fun, but that was because I was getting bogged down in the business aspects of it, and the actual making of the wreaths had become less fun. But now that I've knocked out some projects and made a little progress, I have found the love again. Plus, I tell you, it does help when you have an organized shop. I can't work in disarray. I don't feel comfortable when my house is a mess. So I've been working out of the shop, and it's been a mess.
Colors are so calming.
So having an organized shop again and being able to, work peacefully is just amazing.
Did you post the site for the sweatshirts? Not yet. Hang on one second. Ay. I gotta stand up now. Oy, everything's popping on me.
You don't have to do that. Just type @gruntstyle and hit enter, and it links to their.
See, this is why she's the.
It'll link to their Facebook, and you can click shop now, and it takes you to their website. And I'm sure they would appreciate the Facebook interaction, because Facebook doesn't like business pages anymore.
It's highlighted blue, so all I gotta do is click on it. Irene says, no, I'm in that place right now. I hope it passes. That darn pump place.
Irina, the best thing I can tell you is just to keep making. Don't stop. Even if you don't do lives or don't show anybody, don't stop making something. Keep your hands busy and the creative juices flowing, even if that's slow as molasses. Just keep them flowing.
Like molasses in the wintertime.
Hey, I saw the picture of her backyard, a couple of snows ago. It was like,
There's a few that feel
deep.
the same way.
Huh?
There's a few that say the same way.
I know I'm not alone out there. I know you guys totally understand.
Hi, Liz. Yes, we are live again.
I think it happens to just creatives in general. I think it just happens to our minds sometimes.
Joanne says, I make wreaths also. I just sell them to friends. I've learned so much from watching you. Thank you for all you do.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I could teach you.
Susie says, I missed the beginning. Did you like using the mesh roller?
I loved using the mesh roller. I'm still a little clumsy with it, but this was my first night. So hopefully I will get a little less clumsy with it. But I do love it. It's definitely making things a bit easier.
Your wreath is looking so pretty.
Thank you.
Loretta, women are always smarter.
I'm not going to say anything. I might get in trouble.
Yep. Might want to keep it there.
He might spike my coffee, y'all.
Where did you get the mesh? To your right. Window pane.
This is Saxon netting, and it came from TMI Gifts.
Sue says, I started making wreaths after watching and learning from you.
Aww. I would love to see some of the things you create. Y'all are welcome to share them either via private message or on the business page. We'd love to see what we've inspired you to create.
Hello, you're from Okolona and Mississippi. Love making wreaths. You're right. Keep the creative juices flowing. I love it. And you're an inspiration.
I think I cut too many.
Rosemary says, I do. I took that one wreath apart 3 times and still didn't like it.
Are you not happy with it still, Rosemary? Talk to me. If you're not, I'll help you work through it.
She's adding a ruffle to each tie, just alternating the colors, so every other tie.
Yes, and I cut 2 extra pieces. My bad.
Susie Brown says, yeah, I'm so happy you love it.
I do, Susie. It was very, very generous and kind of Miss Peppers to.
Wait, is that Susie from the roller rest, Susie?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. Sorry, guys. Tonight can't make it, but it's been a long day. Good night and blessed night. Good night, Cynthia. Thanks for joining us for a
Good
while.
night. Let me get a little drink on my mouth's dry.
I do get it, but I have to get in the mood. But once I get started, I'm okay.
Yeah. Does it help you that you have an organized space, or can you work with stuff everywhere? My issue is that we didn't have storage. We didn't have shelving. So every time I would go shopping, it would just come in and make it to the floor in bags or boxes. And I never knew what I had, and I was double ordering stuff. And I would come in here and just sit and stare at the mess, and I couldn't get past that to create. So I just made it a point to get that taken care of, and it has been a lot better. Mm-hmm. So here's our base.
Mary said, let me give credit doing this with your RA. It's amazing how easy you make it look.
Oh, I make it look easy, but it's not for me. I promise. I cry when I'm done here at night. I take my heating pad and make like a little kangaroo pouch and slide my hands in it and sit there. I take lots of ibuprofen. I mean, it's not easy, but I want to show you that unless you're in just full, flat out flare and can't get out of bed, that, you can still make something beautiful. And it does help to keep your hands busy and moving. When you don't move your hands, they get really stiff and they swell. So by the act of me constantly using them, however painful it may be, it helps me still.
Sharon Daniels, I've learned so many new designs from you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Deborah, yes, the red, white, and blue God Bless America sign is a TMI gift, TMI kit that Melissa did earlier this evening. So, yes, we use TMI gifts quite a bit. So talented. I love the colors.
I don't know that I'm going to use this.
It helps keep my mind busy so I don't stay depressed.
Exactly.
Hello to everyone from the high desert in California. Holly says, night all.
Good night.
Holly. This trained to get satisfaction out of organizing my craft supplies.
So you understand then.
Yeah, my friend made me a magic ribbon 5-tier holder before that gal started selling them online. I love it.
I love mine.
Jean, that's me. Yeah, Jean, that's her. That's where I am. Bonita. I love it so far. That's my dining room and living room.
Yeah.
Pretty, very pretty colors. Love the color. Rita says she loves the colors.
Thank you.
Beautiful, Melissa.
Thanks, y'all.
Looks like we got a message from Sue. We're going to have to check out her pictures.
Okay, great.
Susie Brown, do you have RA?
I do. I was diagnosed 11 years ago.
Right before Hayden was here.
I went to bed perfect.
After.
Yeah, it was 6 months after Hayden, our oldest, was born. I went to bed feeling, feeling tired, but perfectly normal. And when I woke the next morning, I was flaring in 98% of the joints in my body. I couldn't move my hands. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't walk on my feet. And it was the longest road ever. And it took about the next 6 years of different trials of medicines and infusions and shots and what have you to finally find something that works for me. And Humira injections every 10 days are the miracle for me. I'm not on them right now, and I'm suffering a little more than I need to be, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks I will be back on my Humira injections and feeling a lot better. And when that happens, you'll probably get a lot more lives out of me. But for now I just do what my body allows me to do.
Mary says she had it for 10 years. Her husband gives her a shot every week, and if I had to give her everything, I would go nuts.
I understand. Hugs, totally.
Deborah, what do you have? You just have regular RA?
Yeah,
just regular
RA, rheumatoid arthritis. Well, we try not to call it rheumatoid arthritis because people think it's like osteoarthritis, but rheumatoid disease is an autoimmune disease. So basically my immune system attacks my joints and synovial tissues and connective tissues and breaks them down, eats them basically. So my immune system eats my joints. And there is no cure. There is only disease management. And, it really puts a damper on your life some days.
Susie says, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Prayers for you.
Thank you, Susie.
Mary says, I work out of a spare bedroom, very small and very organized, but I can't work in a messy room. That's the and
yep.
I got my things organized, so it's working so far. Sherry, I have no audio. Sherry says she's down. I'm sorry, Sherry. Try going out and coming back in. Yeah,
close our page and come back in, and it should help. So, guys, this that I'm using is window pane ribbon, 4-inch, and I'm just folding it in half, finding the center, and I'm gonna put it in every other tie.
Did you check out the Osteotron procedure? Honestly, Denise, with the 10 hours in school and all, I haven't gotten a chance to go to it or to check it out yet. But I plan on it when I went to go talk to my doctor. I have a doctor appointment in April with the
this month. Now it's April.
Oh yeah, it is April. So yeah, this month I have a doctor's appointment, so I was gonna bring it up with them and see what they thought. Mickey says my 15 has RA.
Your 15-year-old.
So that junior RA, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I guess that would be JRA, juvenile RA. My friend Wendy that we were talking about earlier that we did the wreath for her son's archery team, her son has JRA. And I cry, my heart hurts when I see that her son's gone to Vanderbilt, and another joint is affected because, I'm an adult and I know how hard it is, for me. So, for a child, I'm sorry, y'all. Just hurts my heart.
Oh, my softie. I love you.
I love you too.
I have bilateral I gotta look it. I have bilateral ulnar neuropathy and had surgery on both arms so I could use my hands again. It only worked for my left hand, but my right hand is no better. Constant pain in my hands.
I'm so sorry.
I have fibromyalgia, and I was like you, was fine. And one morning I couldn't move, and my husband had to help me. Since then, 14 years on meds. 2 without them, I can't function.
I did pain management for 4 years, and it was the worst experience of my life. I wasn't addicted to pain meds when I started the program, obviously, but by the time I decided to get out of it, I was addicted. And I asked to detox because my body shut down. He was deployed, and I couldn't keep food or water down. I literally lost 120 pounds in 2 months because my body would reject anything I put in it. And the GI doctors, nobody could figure out why. But I just know it had to be all the meds. I was taking 14 different meds 3 to 4 times a day. You know, you start with one and one causes a symptom, so they give you another, and it's just a vicious cycle. So
see, I just found y'all again. Where did you get the window pane mesh? Window pane mesh came from Craft Outlet.
Wait. There's lots of window pane going on.
Oh.
This is 4-inch window pane ribbon, Craft Outlet. This is 20-inch Saxon netting, TMI Gifts. This is 10-inch white, I don't know, web mesh, if you want to call it that. And this came from Craft Outlet.
Max says I have it too. I love you all too. CD Brown says hearts. Deborah Coyle's crying also.
Oh, I didn't mean to get everybody upset.
Are you putting all those on the smallest part of the frame and the ties between the ones with the color?
I am, well, I have color in every tie. I've got the light blue in one set of ties, and then I alternated with the darker blue. So I am putting this basket weave on top of the light blue.
Y'all putting on this, see, yes, my 15-year-old, it's a heartbreaking disease. I will keep you in my prayers. That's from Mickey.
Thank you.
Mary says, now I got tear too, so stop it. Wow, we all have something.
Yeah, happy thoughts.
Love you, Mel.
I love y'all too. Y'all are so awesome. I love that we have such supportive people out there watching and hanging out with us.
Rosemary says, oh, you made me cry, Melissa. It's always
sorry,
children respected. This sun will come out tomorrow and get your bottom. Really, Rosemary? Little Annie there?
Sing it, Rosemary.
I was getting to sing it, and I was like, wait, I know where this is going. It's so sad. I'm like, yeah, I remember every day.
I need one more piece.
I'm placing an order for that ribbon. I love the look of it in the wreath.
Yeah?
I love all the texture, very beachy.
A lot of people use just the 2.5 inch, but for beach wreaths, I really dig the 4-inch.
We are FAO. Oh, we are family. That's right.
We are family.
We are family.
We are family. And we appreciate you guys. I don't know if I say that enough, but I do. I appreciate y'all.
No, GC, we were supposed to have snow.
Oh. Oof.
How we have sun soon, right, Eva? How long did you cut the 4-inch window mesh?
12 inches. We're cutting it just like a typical ribbon tail.
Sharon Miller's son, 16-year-old son, has it too.
I'm so sorry.
It took 12 years for them to finally find a diagnosis.
I can understand that because, I mean, you can have RA, but when they do the test for rheumatoid, your number may be non-existent, but that doesn't mean that you don't have it. So I know that diagnoses can be long coming. Fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, in my case, I woke up flaring in my whole body, like to the point where my joints were swollen and literally purple, dark plum purple. And, you know, that is pretty much like a dead giveaway. So once they did, you know, they saw that, they ran the tests and, you know, my RA number was way off the charts.
Loretta says she's got fiber and diabetic fibrates, HBO. Had to go for a kidney ultrasound. I'm watching y'all while laying on a heating pad.
All right, so here is with just that on it. The 2 colors of mesh with the 4-inch ribbon.
Mickey's asking Mass what the wreath is next to your patriotic wreath. The
Cotton Pick and Blessed. Oh, we probably got the ribbon on this, but it says Cotton Pick and Blessed. I love that one.
You should probably pick it up and show it.
Would you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can keep moving.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Mickey, here it comes. There we go.
You know what? I'm gonna use that other tubing.
Oh.
Let me go grab this other thing of tubing I have. I think it might look better.
All right, Melissa's taking off for a minute, so I get to have the floor. Hi, Melissa, Demo, Michigan City, Indiana. Hope you get to feel better soon. Loretta.
Thank you.
I saw you where you thank your dad for making your workstation. James Hart is also my knuckles name. Lives in Hayes, Kansas. Hart family.
That's awesome.
Love it. Love. So pretty. Love the colors. Now I have to go shopping again. Love it. Wow. Love it. So pretty. Thank you. You're welcome. That is awesome.
All right. So I originally pulled this like turquoise metallic blue and some white iridescent. But I don't think I like the look of either one of these with this piece. So
We're gonna kick them out.
we're going to try. I think we're going to use this.
Deborah says, "Love watching you. Have not seen you on. You're always so sweet." Oh,
Oh,
thank you, Deborah.
thank you.
She is a sweet lady. I love her.
Oh, you're sweet, honey. So this is Snowdrift jute tubing. I don't know. I'm going to try to get it up here so y'all can see it a little better. It's kind of fuzzy and soft.
I'm fuzzy and soft.
And I think we're going to use that. But first I need to figure out what other ribbons I'm going to use. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. So I just pulled a few selections.
Meredith says, "Loves all your wreaths."
Not sure. Thank you.
Thank you, JC, for being a good hubby and helping Melissa to have a good hubby. And boy, these were days when he had to do it all.
There were days when he did it all. He fed me. He bathed me. Sometimes he even, wiped after I went to the bathroom. Not the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're married in sickness and in health. And, I was not able to do it. And that right there in a nutshell is why, even though I still can have children and I would love to have, more children, but I just can't guarantee that I'll wake up okay tomorrow. And if I can't take care of my own self, how can I take care of a child? So that's kind of bad.
What are those 10-inch doors colors?
The colors of the 10-inch are just turquoise. And then I think this was denim. It's called denim. It's like a poly jute. It's got the jute fibers running through it. This is just regular, the $3.25 deco mesh, plain deco mesh. But this was a little more expensive because it's the poly jute. But I use these two colors because that's the colors of our sign. And the sign also come from Craft Outlet. So.
Sure. Hope you're asking where did we find the center with the cotton pick and blessed? Do you mean the center of the wreath, or where did we find the sign? So the sign came from Jane's Front Door Decor. Let's see, Mary, Garrett, and I've been through pain management for 2 years. Didn't like living in the fog. Yeah. And they wanted me to start morphine. That's when I let them had back surgery down on my L4 and 5.
You guys,
meds by myself.
I started out in pain management on Lortab, Vicodin. And in a few months, you build up a tolerance to that. And then they give you OxyContin. And then you build up a tolerance to that. And they give you morphine. And then you build up a tolerance to that. And at the very end, I was on the fentanyl patches, 100 mics, which is the strongest patch. And you're only supposed to use it every 72 hours. My doctor shortened that to every 48 hours. And I was going into like full-blown withdrawal symptoms within 24, to where I was taking and opening the packets and rubbing the gel between my wrists to make those symptoms go away. And that was when the light bulb went off in my head. It's like, what am I doing? This is supposed to be helping me, and it doesn't get rid of my pain anymore. And look at what I'm having to do just to get by and live my everyday life. So it was a very raw, real moment in my life, but it put me on a good path.
My daughter's marrying a man that will help her like that if she needs. Some days she can't walk due to her RA flare-up.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It breaks my heart. It really does.
Irina says, "I love poly jute better."
I love poly jute too.
Oh, yes, the sign. I love that. Right. Oh, all you gotta do is go to Jane's Front Door Decor.
Okay. So this sign came with a pre-drilled hole with a little piece of string through it, but I took that out, and I'm going to attach.
Somebody wants to know, is this the same style, starting style, that colors that you used on your other beach wreath? The one that says the Life's a Beach one.
The Life's a Beach one? No, that's a different style, I think.
You sold that one. We don't have that one anymore.
No, it's that one.
Is it?
I think I did ruffles. I can't tell from here.
Thanks. Wish we had more local craft stores. Prayers for you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Melissa, I'm so sorry.
You'll never see me down about it.
Kudos to you. Wouldn't let my husband help me after I had surgery on both my hands at the same time. Nikki joined us.
Hi, Nikki.
Must be done with work.
Okay, y'all. So what I did is there's these beautiful things called cable mount anchors or zip tie anchors, and they have a sticky back, and you can take and stick your pipe cleaner through them like this and attach your sign to your wreath that way. So that's what I did for this one. I will go back and put a little bead of probably E6000 around it. You never know when you're making a wreath whether it's going to end up in a cold climate or a warm climate. So not saying that these won't hold, but I always give a little extra insurance with a little bit of E6000 around the perimeter to give them a little extra hold.
See, Mary said, I know mine did that too, but it's hard to keep moving better than laying around and feeling sorry for yourself. I'm trying. I did that lots at first.
Yeah, I will not lay around and feel sorry for myself. I did that for a long time. When we were stationed in Hawaii, I did that, which my disease wasn't regulated at that point, and it was difficult. I won't lie. Don't know which ones I want to use.
Nikki says, hi, I love you both.
Love you too, Nikki.
Love you too, Nikki.
These are the choices that I pulled. Let me look and see if there's any more that...
Irina, you're all right. Irina says, I can never tell that you went through all that in your life, and I'm crying about losing my creative mojo.
Oh, it's okay.
Thank you for the links on Amazon. Those mounts are awesome.
Oh, you're welcome.
Her hoodie looks too comfortable. Where did she get it? Nikki, that came from Grunt Style.
We love our grunt style.
We love
What did I come over
Grunt
here
Style.
for? Oh, gosh. What did I come over here for? Oh, what did I come over here for? I think Melissa.
Rosemary, yep, I did the same thing. That was the only way I could do it too with her. I had to put on gloves.
I have forgotten why I came over here, y'all. Don't
Ribbon?
y'all just love that?
Ribbon, something to do with the tie of the sign. We were over here talking about something else, so I forgot.
It kind of left me, so I don't know.
Walk around.
I'll grab this and I'll be right back, y'all. Once I figure out what I came over here for.
Keep my eyes open any longer. So good night for now. Till next live. Have a good one. Have a good night, Brenda.
Good night. Thank you for joining
Thanks.
us. We'll see you next
I know you gotta
time.
get up early.
All right,
I'm gonna live with all those blue shades. Sharon.
I think we're gonna go real simple with
Tiffany
it.
says, night guys, I can no longer keep my ovens.
Good night. Thank you for joining us.
You are picking ribbons. That's what Irina says, you were picking ribbons.
Yeah, I kind of was.
Did they give you the blood when you were in the hospital?
Did they give me what?
Did they give you blood? No, they didn't give you a blood transfusion at all.
Well, I don't know when I had.
When you had hit, no,
did
they
they give me
didn't.
any?
Nope.
No.
Nope. I was there for that whole thing, so no.
I think I got some though when I had my back surgery.
Okay.
I had a back surgery in 2000, and I think I got some then, but I haven't had any surgery
Rosemary.
since then.
It's only 11, LOL.
It's only 11.
And the boys are asleep in Granny and Grandpa's.
I'm just wondering if I can get away with using solid ribbon instead of any patterns, y'all.
Looking for a Provo. Whoa, Lane, looking for a Provo. You can go right down to Halo Creative Designs there and see that Amazon pin link.
So funny.
You can find one there.
He's funny, y'all. I normally try to like to use patterns.
Oh yeah, she She wanted to see if there was a different type of ribbon she might like better than what she had pulled. See, everybody else is paying attention.
Thank y'all for keeping me straight here. It's what I call brain fog, and I know it sounds like it's not a real term, but it really is. It's just like sometimes I feel like I'm in a cloud. I could be talking about a subject, and in the middle of that, talking, I'll just completely forget, and it never comes back to me, and it's so frustrating.
Yes, solid is a fine shade, a little different.
Now that's what I'm thinking. This blue is just a little different, and this is kind of the same as that. But then the chevron pulls in the chevron from the sign, but I don't think I really like those together, to be perfectly honest. I don't mind this with it, so I'm thinking maybe these three.
Mary Smith, received my shoe rack ribbon holder today. Thanks to your tutorial, I had it together really quick. Thank you.
Good, yay! All right, so let me set this out of the way so y'all can see what I'm doing.
I bet you can. Mary says, I bet you can. I like the zigzag. I like the two solids you have, and then that 1.5 stripe one.
Oh, yeah, these, yeah. Sorry. See, boy, I am not okay, y'all.
Because I got sick after the blood. They gave me blood. Oh, okay, that's why Loretta was asking.
Oh, understood. Gotcha.
Quality happens all the time. Brain fog.
So y'all understand. I'm so glad.
The chevron, harsh, but otherwise, yes. It all looked great.
Y'all like the chevrons with it?
Yes, those three.
I think it takes away from the sign, to be honest. So let's
see. Elaine, thanks, JC, but I have a Provo. I thought Em walked away from the Pro Maker. Oh, gotcha. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm going to be car salesman every now and then. Hello, me too. I do that. I'll go to the kitchen and forget why I went in there. Brain fog. Yeah, but the one place everybody walks into that they never forget why they walked in there is the bathroom, though.
Har, har, har.
No chevron.
All right, no chevron, yeah. I thought the same thing.
I think it needs a little print.
Well, we'll have this much of a little print.
We need to figure out how to hang mesh holder when not in use.
Yeah. I have a lot of under storage space here, y'all. I'm just not using it right now.
Hi, guys. 3 lives in one night. Loving it. Well, actually, it's 2 lives in one night. I'm good for 2 rounds. That 3rd round might be a little shaky for my legs.
We just did the one little walkthrough of our shop. All right, so I'm just lining all my ribbons up together and dovetailing the end.
I just remember the scene from Rocky. Women are bad for the legs.
You're such a guy.
I know.
All right, so I dovetailed that. And
hi, guys. Polka dots. Do you have a polka dot?
I do have a polka dot, but my sign is chevrons.
Polka dots and chevrons.
Well, I mean, I guess, you could. I just
love your second.
think I like it.
Sure, are you saying you love our second round here?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this was just a 10-inch piece of cardboard with duct tape around it that helps you measure your ribbon tails really quickly.
How big is that board?
12 inches.
There you go. Dolores, well, good night again, and thank you for the instructions. I wrote them down so I can get materials tomorrow.
Good night. Have a good night.
Shorty, glad you're loving our second one. Our personality is coming out a little bit more. Oh, there's somebody either somebody fat fingered or we got a mad face. Somebody hit me with a mad face.
Somebody gave us a mad face.
Somebody gave us the angry face.
It's okay.
Last time somebody caught it.
We'll take
somebody it. Actually fessed up to saying, I accidentally did it. Let's see if they do it again.
It's all good.
Mad faces.
All right. So I dovetailed all those ends.
Late night with JC and Melissa.
This is kind of unusual for us to be on this late.
We like Cinemax. Not really.
Not really. We're not that exciting.
No. You got 182. Yeah, it's not bad. Everybody's falling asleep though.
I know.
They're all falling as we go a little further. Like, there goes another one. Another one.
We're almost done, y'all.
Another one bites the dust.
We're almost done.
Another one goes, another one goes.
This is just a simple beach wreath, not really elaborate.
Hello from VA, just joined. We'll have to watch the whole replay. Yes, you will. When are you coming to Nashville?
Possibly next weekend if we can get a sitter.
Yep.
We were talking about that earlier. So stay tuned for those of you local to Nashville, because next weekend we may be coming down to hit up the Old Time Pottery and at-home stores.
Mary, the boys were at Granny's and Grandpa's staying the night. Mom was going to bed. Night, night, you too. Night, Mom.
Good night, Mom. Love you. See you tomorrow.
I think it's sweet that you all do this together. I love it. Didn't it, Susie? We've been doing this from the beginning like this.
Yeah.
From whenever she started.
He's my rock. He's my everything.
I've been sitting right here in the same position, reading comments and chatting it up, and letting y'all see a part of our life. Let's see, what size is the ribbon pane?
The window pane ribbon that I have on it is 4-inch ribbon.
JC needs to fix some of that coffee, right? Some of y'all need that
Right?
coffee, huh?
Really, y'all, it's that Black Rifle coffee. It is so full of caffeine. It's like drinking a really strong energy drink.
Early here in Port Angeles.
Yeah.
Go live there? What, in Nashville? We may just go live in Nashville.
We probably will.
We may be going live, walking around Nashville in the afternoon. We may go live in the evening, hanging out with people. We may, no, we won't go live there, but we'll go live everywhere else. It's after midnight. I have that song every time that someone says it's after midnight.
So
Who
funny.
sings that song?
I don't know.
It's after midnight.
I go out walking after midnight.
No,
in the shadow.
Somebody sings it. Yeah, I think so. Susie says, my first time watching y'all.
Welcome.
Shorty, please do. We will, Shorty. I'm like, no, I go to sleep around 3, right? Yes. I don't go to sleep until 7 in the morning.
Yeah, but you work all night.
How long did it take you to sell your first wreath? Not long, actually.
To sell our first wreath?
Yeah.
Well, we did our very first live doing the Dollar Tree witch hats.
Oh, those, yeah, it was the witch hats.
And
yeah, that's right.
I wasn't the first one to do them, of course.
But you did yours differently.
But I did mine with a scarf from the Dollar Tree. So instead of wrapping it in deco mesh, I wrapped it in a scarf and then did, the brim in deco mesh. And it was such a hit. We sold, gosh, umpteen of those. So our very first sales came fairly easily because of that.
See, okay, so you were singing a Patsy Cline song. I don't think it's Patsy Cline in my head, and I'm thinking you were singing a Patsy Cline song.
I was.
Someone said Eric Clapton. You know what, Nathan?
that it?
I may have to go. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
He'll look it up, y'all. He's like that. It'll drive him crazy.
You're on late. This is my downtime. Well, cool, good. Been with you two since the witch's hat tutorial. I think that might have been your first.
It was. It was our first. Our very first
Eric
live.
Clapton after midnight. I remember when you did them. Oh, wow.
I did that one, and then I did an elf hat and a Santa hat version of them. So yeah, I did.
Walking in after midnight, Patsy Cline. Yeah, I know there's a Patsy Cline version, but that was not the one that's in my head. You have to love us night shift people.
Yes.
We're a different breed. Yes, we
are.
That was my first sale. Eric Clapton sings after midnight. YouTube it. I will tell you. I will definitely YouTube it.
Definitely.
So when it comes to movies, I either IMDb them, and my head is filled with like off the case, like themes about movies, and I'll tell her like, "Hey, did you know this?" And she'll look at me like, "Cool story, bro." And I'm like, "Wow, cool." Thanks. Had something exciting to share, and I get the cool story, bro.
Oh, I don't.
And then, of course, when it comes to songs, of course, I have to go and Google them or YouTube them to make sure that I know it is that particular song.
So he'll go look it up before bed.
Do you have live alerts? Yes, we do, Susie.
Yep.
JKO 96.
Susie, if you go to the pinned post on the business page, it's a big black box that says subscribe to live alerts, and just type live in there, and then you'll get the bot messages that come to you.
Oh my gosh, those colors together are beautiful, hon.
Thank you.
Rebecca Lewis, JJKO 1966, Eric Clapton 1970.
Okay, so we got some music people in here.
Do you save your pics of all the wreaths you have made?
No, I wish. I had started a lookbook back when I first started, and things got busy. We relocated across country, and I just didn't keep up with it. And it was funny, on our live earlier tonight, he showed some of those lookbook pictures. It's still sitting right there on the table.
I still have it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of her very first ones in here.
Yeah, they're.
So if you all decide to hang with this a little longer, I may bring them out and show you. Just Googled it, came as Eric Clifton. Yeah, I think he's had too much of that coffee. What's in that Coke? What's in my Coke would be Honey Jack from Jack Daniels, Tennessee Honey Jack. Yeah.
I think they know.
JJ Kell originally sang it. Okay. Did you open the ties to add the ribbon also? Yes.
I am opening the ties. You don't have to open the ties, but when you don't open the ties, it seems like it makes a really loose wreath. So when you open the ties, it's more compact and tighter.
Denise, you're killing me, Smalls. You know what, Denise? You bring up that movie, and here it comes.
Uh-oh.
So last night we were talking about that movie, and literally me and the guy I was working with, we're literally going quote for quote on that movie. I think we were talking about Porter when he was on the scene with the guys playing baseball. If I had a dog as ugly as you, I'd shave its butt and teach it to walk backwards.
Oh my God.
Is that your sister in left field? That whole thing? Yeah, we went through that whole part.
We love that movie. It is such a good, wholesome movie.
We actually showed the boys for the first time, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's where you get it from?" It's like, yes, that's where I get it.
Because they hear us saying it all the time, and they never knew. So they were excited.
Where did you live before? We lived in the state of Washington.
Seattle, just north of Seattle.
I love this color combination. It looks like sand and ocean.
Thank you.
Hello from South Texas. Me too. Just got diagnosed with RA. Appointment with the doctor next month. Aww.
I wish you luck. I will say a prayer for all of you guys tonight before I go to sleep.
See, now I'm going to have to look up this song. Doggone it.
So I'm putting the 1.5 inch striped ribbon in the same ties that have the 4 inch window pane. And then in the other tie, I'm putting the 2.5 inch and putting the denim color on top.
Bonita, Honey Jack, I really wish I was closer. Oh, wait till the summer, Bonita. It's going to get, I grill a lot. Come summertime and when I get warmer, I'll probably be doing all the cooking in the family.
Probably. We'll eat nothing but grilled food.
How are you putting on the ribbons? She just mentioned that.
Okay, yeah, I just said that.
My son was watching that tonight. Oh, yeah. What the hell? Sandlot, thank you.
Sandlot.
After midnight, we're going to let it all hang down. That's it.
That's it.
After midnight, we all going to let it. Yeah, that's the one.
Yes. I can hear it in my head
I can hear it. I've been hearing it in my head forever. Where are you positioning the ribbons?
The ribbons?
I think you've already answered
okay.
Those. Okay, yep. That's how it goes. Live alert. Blanche Mary. Okay, y'all got to put the live alerts on. You got to go to the
pinned
video
post
and go to the pin post. And then you'll see it where it says it'll ask for you to do the live alert, and then I'll send you through the whole thing. I have no idea if I did your live. Susie, you did. I just saw it pop up on my phone that you signed up for live. So just keep going through the whole thing, and it'll get there.
Our bot was broken for a while, and it was sending out like double and triple messages.
It's still doing it.
But I think I finally, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I got it fixed. Sorry, y'all, if you're getting double messages.
I love them colors. It reminds me of the ocean. Oh yeah, this one may not leave this shot because I am a huge fan of the ocean. I have a friend who had never seen it. She's never seen Stand By Me either.
Oh my Lord.
What? We have our movie night next weekend. There are so many movies that I reference and quote that I throw them at her, and all it does is go whoosh,
over my head.
And she'll give me that deer in the headlight look. I'm like, oh my God.
Until I met him, I didn't really watch TV.
And then I make fun of her because I was like, this movie was made when you were a kid and I was still a baby. So how did you not see this?
Because I grew up not watching a lot of TV. My first marriage, I didn't watch a lot of TV. When I was single, I didn't watch a lot of TV. I haven't watched a lot of TV in my life till, now.
Then I opened her eyes.
Yeah. And I love 80s movies. I am a big sucker for an 80s movie marathon.
Blanche, it's not working. Okay, Blanche. As soon as we're done with this, we'll go and take a look at it. I'll turn it out beautiful.
Thank you.
But yeah, Mel's big. The other day, what was it? We were walking through Walmart. Oh, it was The Last Dragon. The Barry Gordy's Last Dragon.
Yeah.
What was it? Shogun?
Shona.
Shona. That's right. Shona.
I love that movie.
I am the master. Genie, you're good.
I love, like Big Trouble in Little China. And, it doesn't have to be, the teen movies. Like,
wow, Big Trouble in Little China.
What? Was that 80s or was that?
That was the 80s. That was, yeah.
I think it was 80s.
The remake's supposed to be coming out pretty soon. That was supposed to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson was doing Kurt Russell's character.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I quote Jaws and Sandlot all the time. Right, Denise? That's like when we first got in here, we're like, we're going to need a bigger boat. But now we've got the bigger boat, so we're good now.
Now we have a bigger boat.
Sandlot, oh yeah, I quote Sandlot all the time, especially the s'more scene. And then, a couple of guys at work. L7 weenie.
Oh my God.
One day I watched all the Jaws movies. Do you know is it in Texas where they do the Jaws movie and they actually sit on the open pond or a lake?
I don't remember where that was, but I remember you tagged me in it.
There's someplace somewhere that has the screen of Jaws and they all sit in a tube on the water.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'm good. I'm really good.
I quote Godfather. I do too, but she never gets them.
I've never seen Godfather.
She's never seen a Godfather movie.
I've seen like 5 minutes of 2 different parts of it.
I'm going to make her an offer she never forgets. Yeah. Like the commercial where the guy opens up his bed and he sees, I think it was an oil car commercial, and he's screaming because he's got this mechanical part in his bed. I actually explained to her that was based off of a movie from Godfather when the dude opened up and saw the horse head there. I had to explain that to her because she had no idea where that reference was.
No idea. I was clueless. Clueless.
You are crazy. I know.
He's a hoot. He keeps life fun,
yeah, so the 80s movies. You guys are fun to watch. Thank you, Deborah. Nope, you won't look at me in waters of the ocean. Nope. Wait, what? No Godfather? Exactly, Katie, right? Oh,
right,
no, Godfather. The horse head? Yep. Favorite part of the movie? Exactly.
Sorry, y'all.
Even in the movie, Utopia, the Disney movie Zootopia, that whole thing with the Godfather with his daughter's wedding.
Yeah, because she saved her.
That's all Godfathers, and she did not pick up. I got the reference. Did she get the reference?
No. All right, y'all. Here, I'm not gonna play with the ribbon too much. We're still gonna put the sign on. But here's the ribbon.
Not big on TV, Bonita. I'm not big on TV. We're not big on TV. We're just big. I'm big on movies. Someone else never seen it. Wow.
Thank you. Now I don't feel so bad.
Ruth, when can I see a replay of this? After we're done, Ruth.
As soon as the live is over, or you can share it to your page. Anybody who hasn't shared, this is your last chance to share. We'd appreciate it.
Okay. So you've seen Never Ending Story, right?
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Okay.
I do love that movie. That's a great movie.
And then
the horse dies.
Yeah, that part makes me cry all the time.
It does.
Speaking of movies that make me cry, we watched, 2 weeks ago, we watched, what the heck was the movie?
I've got to put this
cartoon movie. Coco, yes. Oh, man.
Tearjerker.
Tears are going. Somebody was cutting onions.
Yeah.
and there were dust ninjas everywhere for that one. So beautiful, love it.
Thank you.
After that movie, Jaws came out, a lot of people were scared to go to the beach. I was when I first saw it as a kid. Never seen it either. Oh my sweet baby Jesus! And ain't nobody seen The Godfather. Josie Perez. Good night. I have to watch the replay tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Thank
Did you make your sign?
No, the sign came from Craft Outlet. Everything here came from Craft Outlet except for the pipe cleaners and the frame.
I do not have hands, webbed feet, nor do I have wings. So therefore, no ocean and no flying for me. Wow. I've done all of it. I've jumped out of a plane.
Yes, you have.
I see.
So I'm just trying to form my ribbon around the sign.
Jean North. Mel, where did you get your supplies from?
Craft Outlet.
Or at the pin post for all her hard equipment. You can find there as well.
Yeah, for all the business equipment, like, where I get my cutters, my, hole punches, our lighting, the computer we use, the camera we use, the gooseneck that holds our phone, our ribbon racks, all that kind of stuff we do get off of Amazon.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Oh man, now I'm about to think about that. That's a movie line. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Oh.
Y'all stumped him. Oh,
no, it's in that movie. It's when they go and they just went off somebody, and they're in the car. And,
it's The Godfather?
Yeah,
oh,
and he was in the car, and they had just off the dude, and he's like, all right, leave the gun, grab the cannoli, because he had to go back home because the wife was expecting cannoli. Yeah.
Okay.
Where did you get the bases at?
This particular base came from Dollar Tree. It's just a Dollar Tree 14-inch base. And I added my own pipe cleaners to it. All I'm doing is tucking the pipe cleaners now that I'm done adding the ribbon. I'm tucking the pipe cleaners to the back so they're not sticking up.
Trisha, I gave away a trip to the Bahamas because I refused to go on a boat and I refused to fly.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I don't want to go on a boat. We don't want to cruise ever.
No cruise.
But
I've seen the Poseidon Adventure. Ain't gonna happen.
I don't mind flying.
Yeah.
Flying doesn't bother me too bad.
See, when I was in Iraq, story time. When I was in Iraq, I was flying to go pick up some awards for where I was stationed at to where our battalion was at, our brigade was at. And I had to go pick up awards. The only way to get there was to fly in a Black Hawk helicopter. Well, our pilot says that we need to get gas, so we're going to take a landing for gas. Well, as we start making the descent, all of a sudden he takes a sharp turn right, and of course I'm grabbing on him, everything, because all of a sudden we weren't expecting that sharp right, and he banks it really hard right. So we come back around and we get down, and he finally gets down there, and he's on the radio frantically calling them, and he gets out and he tells us, hey, not to go too far because there might be some indirect rounds firing in at him. And then next thing you know, here comes the first. Next thing you know, pilot says, get in the helicopter. We get back in the helicopter, take off again. We got to fly a detour somewhere else to go get fuel. When a trip was supposed to have been 3 hours, it took me about 6 hours to get to. And people were starting to worry because I hadn't gotten there yet, and they were wondering where I was at. I collect dolphins. I would like a real one. Wow. All right, Mary.
Have you ever done the swimming with the dolphins? I think that would be really fun. I think our boys would enjoy to do that.
I figure in their world, I love the ocean. I've held stingrays and kissed dolphins. Cool.
Aww.
I went to watch Jaws sitting in there too, floating in the water, and have the movie shown on a big screen above the water.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I want to watch the Jaws.
Oh.
You're welcome, Deborah. I don't want to. Nope. Nope,
I'm good.
I don't think they would live too long in Wisconsin.
No.
Cold might get them.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm just tucking the pipe cleaners because we're done adding, and I'm working my way around the wreath base.
Oh, there was some place I was watching there. You can go scuba diving, and they have a full figure of of Jason
Really?
sitting in the bottom of this lake. And it scares people when they go down there because all of a sudden
Oh, I bet.
and the eyes are one of those ones where the eyes where you kind of swim away and it follows.
And it follows you?
Yeah.
Oh, crap, no.
And it's the mask with the machete in his hands, tied by his feet. Yeah, I was like, oh, heck no.
Not gonna happen.
Shorty says, good night, love you both.
Good night, Shorty. See you next weekend.
Larry says, I think this is one of my favorite wreaths.
Really?
Love the wreath.
Aw. Right, where did I get to? Right here. We're almost done, y'all.
Almost done.
Almost done.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, grab the snacks and the drinks out of the Jeep when we get to the Jeep.
Yeah.
Propane. Did Rosemary disappear? Did she fall asleep?
She might have fallen asleep. It's late.
Yes, I would love to try that. Swimming with the sharks. Ooh, so would I. West Coast still in the house. Our West Coast are still here. Of course they are. It's only 10:30. Y'all better be here. No, 9:30. 9:30.
Yeah,
2 hour difference.
We're 2 hour. Yeah. 2 hour.
Katie or West Coast in the hose.
Hi, Katie.
My family went to Florida and swam with the dolphins. It was awesome.
I think it would be fun.
Hi from Arizona.
Hello, Arizona.
Lived there, been there, got the t-shirt.
Yep.
Lived in Mesa. I worked in Tempe on the weekends.
Our big guy was born in Banner Desert there in Mesa.
But are you going to make another wreath tonight?
No.
No, I think two's good.
Enough.
It's 11:38 here. That's right, Mary. It's 11. Yep, same time, Mary. We're in the same time zone.
But y'all, didn't that wreath kit turn out just gorgeous?
Still pretty square. Doesn't look round at all.
No, it doesn't look round at all. That's fabulous.
Hello from Idaho.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, Idaho. Catching us on the tail end there, Idaho.
Yeah.
It's all right, though.
It's
Glad you
okay.
can make it.
Most definitely.
I wonder how many other people watch. They're like, oh, what's this? And then click on us.
I don't know.
They're like, who is this crazy guy with the lady?
These crazy people.
Cheryl's 639 Maui time. Wait, Cheryl, you in Hawaii? I guess so, because it says Maui time.
Very nice.
No.
Right.
Barbara, hello from Nevada. See, yeah, we're hitting all the West Coasters right
The
now.
West Coasters, yeah.
Yep. All right, so this is the time for West Coasters then. Cheryl, yes. So, are you on the Big Island of Oahu, or are you on one of the other ones?
She says Maui, so.
Well, Maui time doesn't necessarily mean Maui.
Well, true.
I love swimming with the dolphins and stingrays. That sounds pretty cool. I wouldn't mind going in one of the big cages and checking out some great whites.
I'm not that brave.
I am that crazy.
Not that brave.
I'm that crazy. Beautiful wreath enjoying you from Kent, Washington.
Hi, Kent. We
Maui.
were almost neighbors. We were in Everett before we relocated here.
Maryland here. Oh, we got a couple in Maryland here in Georgia. We got a couple late night owls here with us. Charlotte is from Maui. Oh, we really wanted to go visit the island. We may still go one day down in the future.
Yeah, we can visit. I just don't want to live there again.
Yeah, we lived on Oahu. I was stationed at Schofield Barracks.
Traffic there was ridiculous. My doctor was downtown in Honolulu, and we were up on the north side of the island, which is only 15 miles. But in rush hour traffic, that 15 miles could take you 3 or 4 hours. It's just ridiculous.
Connie Taylor's 1050 from here, 1050 there. So Connie is somewhere between us and the West Coast.
Yeah, mountain time.
Mountain time. I'm still awake, still here, JC. You can't get rid of me yet. All right, Rosemary.
Hi, Rosemary.
So glad you're here with us. I heart you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but Maui is way different. Oh, I've heard about Maui is way different. It's a little bit more laid back.
You got to go to the Big Island for trading for a month.
That's not Maui, though.
No.
Maui.
Different island.
Smaller island.
But I know, we didn't stay on, well, you didn't stay on Oahu the whole time.
No. Honey, what part of Idaho? I'm in Mini Castle. Ribbon natural netting was 4 inches, 6 inches. Ribbon natural netting was 4 inches or 6 inches?
The window pane ribbon is 4 inches.
Late getting on. Love the wreath. Where did you get your anchor? I'm sure others asked. Sorry.
Craft Outlet is where all of these supplies came from.
It's okay, Julie.
Except for the pipe cleaners and the frame.
Mickey, not far from me. Who's not far from you, Mickey? Loving your wreath. Looks awesome.
Thank you.
We lived in Kanahe Bay for 4 years and loved every minute of it. My husband. Yeah, and that's what I said.
It's kind of like the like highway.
Leaky. 2042 here. Oh, there's some of our night owls right there.
All right. Have I gotten one more right here? One more right here.
Yes, 35 years here from Colorado. We are definitely laid back. Oh, Connie. You're talking to Connie.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Do we have a Connie?
Okay. So here it is so far, y'all.
So Mickey's from Idaho, near Idaho Falls. Got it.
Sorry.
I always get the brief.
I know. All right, so we've got the tubing.
Blanche says, I make so many wreaths, I make them in my sleep.
I feel you, Blanche. Constantly thinking about wreath designs.
All the time. Laying there snuggling. So what do you think about this one? I'm sleeping.
Oh, you know what? I just tied all these off and I forgot to add the stinking tubing.
Uh-oh. Coffee's starting to wear out.
So
stinky.
We're going to take pipe cleaners because I ain't unwinding all those stems.
Neat that.
We're going to take pipe cleaners, split these in half, and use them to attach.
What size tuning you use? Tubing. Oh, tubing. What size tubing?
This tubing is regular tubing. I didn't know that there was a size.
Okay.
It comes in a package just like this.
I'm going to make a wreath from
Tulle. That's, you remember when I made the little tutus that we wore out for the Santa pub crawl?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's Tulle.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Love it. Yeah, we got that one. I'm going to make a wreath. That. So beautiful. Love it. You got it. Rosemary. It's so fun to watch you live and meet people close to my hometown. I'm in Burley, about 2 hours from Connie. Oh, okay.
Well, welcome, sort of neighbor.
Meet up. You all can get together and have a wreathing date.
I'm cutting these at 36 inches and no rhyme or reason to the size of my loops. Just kind of eyeball it.
No rhyme or reason.
Nope.
Just doing it.
Just doing it.
Just doing it.
And I'm going to put these in the ties that had not the window pane.
I've seen online 8mm and 4mm. That's why I asked.
Oh, well then I guess it would be the smaller. You know what? I do have, I think, an 8mm. This might be what you're referring to as the bigger. This is really chunky stuff. This is like really fat, chunky.
Fluffy.
And then here's like the regular size. So there's a good size difference, I guess. Sorry, I just misunderstood what you were meaning at first.
The tubing is an awesome finishing touch. I almost said something about pipe cleaning, and if you changed mine about tubing.
Thank you.
Somebody was paying attention.
I'm not paying attention to myself tonight.
Quite a few Idahoans watching you in. Christine's from Boise.
Well, welcome.
Idaho. They have accents in Idaho?
I don't know. We only stayed that one trip when we relocated to Washington, and we stayed, in Green River just for the night?
No, we were going to Colorado.
Was it when we were going to Colorado?
We were leaving California after visiting.
California, going to Colorado.
Going to Colorado.
Okay. Oh, I need to speed
okay,
my
thanks.
sign
So
over a
you're
little
using
bit.
4mm.
Yes, I'm using 4mm. Yes, correct.
Connie was born in Nampa. Oh, everybody's talking about how they were living in Idaho. All right, well, I'm going to sit over here and have a cracker. Why did they discuss amongst themselves?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Utah, not Idaho.
We went through Idaho to come here.
Yeah.
By accident.
Yeah. I'm never gonna live that down.
Nope, just like North Street.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I got it for a minute.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, so again, I cut this at 36 inches. JC's stepping out for a second. That was the door. Sorry, y'all. And I'm putting these in the ties that do not have the window pane in it. Ooh, come on, go through. Just another level of texture. I think it kind of looks like the sea foam spray, you know, that comes up on the edge. It's what it kind of reminds me of. So I just like having a little touch of it in there. Oh, go through. I need a WD-40 that door.
Yeah.
It's loud.
A little loud.
Little loud.
Oh, but it's dark in the house now.
Is it? They all went to bed.
We don't have any eggs. I don't think anyway. Mickey. Thank you, Mickey. Hi, Greensburg, Kentucky Night Owl.
Hi, welcome.
This wreath is really pretty.
Thank you so much.
I'm from California and everybody thinks I have an accent. But I think I've been, just because I've been married to a Southern woman for the last 12 years.
Yes, I'm sure that has everything to do with it.
Well, I picked up a Bostonian accent
When you were there?
when I was in Norwich.
Yeah.
I had a roommate for my entire freshman year who was from Southie.
Oh, go through. I'm trying to push this pipe cleaner through the mesh and it keeps bending on me.
Never said my orders.
No,
Nope. Car. Park my car there at the yard.
sounds so different. Oh, that's what it is. It's caught on a fiber. Ah, okay. Now it'll go in.
I love this part.
What part? Huh? Oh, the under the shelf
Mm-hmm.
or under the table shelving.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely makes things easier. All these fibers.
Salute.
My hands are starting to really, really get angry at me.
Wrap them up in the heat bread when we get there, when we get home.
Surely will. All right, here's one more right here.
I am really hungry.
Oh, come through. Come through, come through, come through. Trying to get this tied off in the back. I'm sure I'm making some funny faces.
Oh, you are watching.
Am I?
How's your back?
It's okay. It's okay. My knee, it's more my knees than my back.
Good night, Blanche. Thank you for joining us. She
Good
said
night,
both
y'all.
wreaths are beautiful.
Thank you so much, Blanche. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right, I know I've got one more. I think it's right down here.
Lynn, hi guys. Can't believe you're still at it. All right.
Right?
Lynn?
We're finishing up. We're on the home stretch of this one, y'all.
We go the distance. What's that song?
We're going
The
the
distance.
distance. I don't know the rest.
Huh?
Said I don't know the rest.
I know, but I remember it. I can hear it in my head. It's an old early 2000s song, I think.
Yeah, it's older.
How's the new setup working for you?
Fabulous.
Don't push yourself, Melissa. We want you to rest and be well.
Thank you.
Be well, no worries.
All right.
I'll make sure of it.
I think I like that. All right.
Christine, I still have my German accent. I've been here 26 years now. Hobby was stationed in Mainz. Orders a lot from Grunt Style, coffee from Black Rifle, and so likes Jack and supports me on my Michael's and Hobby Lobby trips. Oh,
Is he
awesome.
a twin? Long lost brother or something?
If he's a long lost brother, there's a lot of upset people now because he's taken. Where do you all find that tan colored net ribbon?
Craft Outlet. It's 4 inches.
Karen Myers, love watching your design both wreaths tonight. Love them both.
Thank you so much. Did I not grab?
Rebecca Lutz, I have arthritis in my hands and I really don't know how you do 2 wreaths tonight.
Rebecca, my hands are screaming. Like these joints right here are really, I don't know if you can tell, they're starting to get really red. They're starting to swell. So I couldn't do 3 tonight, even if I wanted to. My body's going to stop me. And I will probably be down for 2 days, resting my hands.
But that means she gets a lot of computer time working on stuff on the computer.
When I say downtime, that just means downtime for making wreaths. I do the behind the scenes stuff, the business work. I work on our website a little at a time. I thought I pulled the rest of those, but I guess I didn't.
It'll be a little easier next week because the boys go back to school. They've been off on spring break all week this week, so.
I did. What did I do with them?
Joanne Miller, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. What?
Starfish.
Yeah, the last starfish you used was in the last beach wreath that you did.
No, I pulled some to use tonight.
There's one right there.
Yeah, I'm missing 2 more. I pulled them.
I can't find that color on this side. I will need to look again. Thanks.
What color?
Whatever color Lynn asked you about.
I'm not sure which color.
Look besides red basket. Is it underneath your wreath?
No. Literally, I pulled 2 of these and 1 of these.
Where the fuck did that sound come from? You heard that sound before?
Honey, I hear sounds out here all the time. I try not to pay attention to them because it might freak me out. All right, let me go back and pull 1 more, and maybe these will turn up after the fact. Because I know I pulled them, but I might have gotten sidetracked and laid them down before I made it over here. I'm ready for that. Being forgetful. So I'm just going to pull 1 more. All right. Not even sure if I'm going to use them, but I might. We're going to try. Are you okay, babe?
Yeah, I think it's that damn cat from next door.
The cat?
Yeah. Walking over by the drum.
There was some banging outside our shop door. There should be nobody awake.
No, everybody's asleep.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Mill in the corner of the red basket, they said.
Yeah, I've got some in here, but it's not the starfish. I've got some, seahorses and some shells, but I wanted to use the starfish. And I pulled some individual ones. And
Mary says she's got a pile of them. She can send you some.
please, I could use some. Just trying to get my twine untied here.
I have to use long nose needle pliers to tie mesh or my hands hurt, so after it does help.
It does. I try to find things that help my hands, but it's trial and error. So all I'm doing is just wrapping jute around this, and I'm going to use it. The jute to attach to the frame.
Oh, they're starting to drop like flies now.
Yeah, well, it's late. It's late.
All right, East Coasters like, I'm out.
I got to go to bed. It's church tomorrow.
Church. Okay, I can't take it anymore. Gotta go to bed. See? All right,
Good
Linda.
night, y'all.
Have a good night.
We're almost done. I'm just going to attach these few and we'll call it donezo.
See, hey, Anita, I told her about that. Anita was
What?
asking if you had tried the hat wax therapy.
No, I haven't.
I told her about it.
I've heard good things about it. I probably should.
She was saying, love this one. It's beautiful. Good night.
Good night, Sue. Thank you. All right. Trying to find the frame.
Mary, here you go. There you go to that Coke bottle. Awesome. It'll look like it's caught in the net.
Yep.
You're so creative. She wasn't like this in the beginning when we first got together. She's evolved.
I've evolved. All right, let me get this on top of my ribbon.
Hot wax therapy, hot wax therapy on hands helps. I know that one because I saw the guys when I was in college. All the baseball players would do it.
Really?
They would just dip their hand. They get their hands, and they would put it in hot wax, dip it out, let it sit, dip it back in, dip it out, dip it back in, and it would just be like the equivalent of what you do with your heating pad, but with hot wax. And it just sits on your hand, and it goes until it cools. And then once it's done cooling, they just peel the wax off the hand, throw it back in there, and you go through it again.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so we got one attached.
Vicky missed most of this one. Fluff my Patriot wreath forever. Good night. Oh, great time. Good night, Vicky. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, Vicky.
It's amazing. It helps with arthritis pain like you wouldn't imagine. They use it in nursing homes for the patients. That's from the wax.
I will definitely check into it then. Can you get like wax pots that you can have here at home? Or do you have to find a facility that does
usually
it?
Like a physical therapy.
Oh, really?
I usually do it. At least that's where I got it done. But then our heating pads too, we're put it in a machine that heated them up for us.
Right.
Jen, y'all doing another live? We were still at karaoke. Bunch of singers here, LOL. How was karaoke, Jan? Did you sing my song? Oh, yes, I have one. That's where Renee says she has one. I at home ones love them. Love mine. Oh, whoa. Everyone says you can have one at home.
I might have to check into that then.
You might have to do it for after wreathing.
Yeah, because if it helps that much, I mean, my hands really do. They hurt so bad after I've been out here making.
Let's see. Yeah, Mary. Whoa, everyone's answering. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got mine in the wax at Walmart. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Your wreath makes me think of summer. I live in the north, and we just got orange of snow. I think it's still winter. They have wax pots for home now. Yep. That one star you are doing right now, I have a bunch of that. Are about 4 inches if you want some of those.
Definitely. Yes. Message me, please.
Jean, good night, all. Have a great evening and rest up and don't overdo it.
No, this is my last one for tonight, y'all. I just did one 2 days ago with my private group. So I've got about 2 or 3 days reprieve to rest before I'm committed to do another live.
You can buy the paraffin wax tub. Yes, at home ones, I have one.
Oh, look what I just did.
Home Medics makes one you can have at home. PT treatments is costly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can buy them to use at home. I have one. They used to sell them for home use. Oh, wow, everyone's, yeah, good for hands and elbows, yep.
See, I'm so thankful for y'all.
Beauty salons for service. Rosemary, I guess Rosemary took off, now she's back.
Hi, Rosemary.
Loretta. Dilly, good night. Mel and Fluffy, meds are kicking in, beautiful wreath.
Good night. You
can buy it for me, hashtag Fluffy. All right, Loretta. Dilly. Beat so, okay, I will. Took the garbage out. Oh, okay. I've got one too, it's purple. Paraffin wax treatments and Amazon sells them. It feels so good on aching hands. I'm gonna check into one, y'all. Good night, y'all. Wreath is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Check. Bed Bath and Beyond.
Okay.
Beautiful Wreaths. We'll watch replay when you head out to this bar and home.
Okay.
All right, Jan.
Good night, Jan.
Jan's still hanging out the bar, but she's watching
Oh.
us.
Have fun for the rest of your night, Jan.
You better get for snooked.
Drink one for us.
Bed Bath and Beyond. What do you mean drink one for us? Drink one for you.
Yeah, for me. Because I don't drink.
Not for yourself. I don't drink either.
Oh, not you.
Nope, I don't. I don't drink.
All right. So there's that one.
Heading to
We're
bed,
gonna
another
put
beautiful wreath.
one more in
You both
there.
are awesome and a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Sandra. I'm sure you will find them on Amazon. Yeah, you're gonna have to look into it. I didn't realize
Yeah.
they sell them at home. And last time I saw one was in college, so this is the one the PT recommended for.
See,
Dad
I
with his
wanted
diabetes.
another one like that. But what'd I do with it?
Oh no! I think you need to use a different one. I like the spiky one.
I'm going to have to use it because I can't find the other one like that.
Are you
So
sure you had that one?
I am positive.
Have it. Everyone's telling Jan to have a safe ride home.
All right. We'll do the spiky one.
That's gonna be like a dent in a vehicle. Gives it character.
Oh, I don't mind the spiky one at all. I was just going to try to use, you know,
Spiky one.
like ones. But I'm fine with using the spiky ones. It adds character.
Our thing says, my ding-a-ling. Yeah, Jan!
Did he sing it? If he sings it, Jan, record it for us sometime.
Sitting in my vestibule. Good night. It is beautiful. I love mine from Walmart. Thanks, Deborah. All right, so if none of you understand what's going on between the joke with Jan, there's a song that every time I would go to karaoke, I would have to sing. And it's Chuck Berry's Ding-a-Ling song. If you're not sure what it is, go onto YouTube. I'm probably pretty much going to play it when I go back to our place tonight and sing it for Melissa here before going to bed.
Because he thinks he's funny like that, y'all.
Look under a ribbon basket. They said look under your ribbon basket.
Under the ribbon basket? I very well could have said it on top. You know?
Everybody says, yep, no, I have that record. Oh, somebody has a record? Wow. I see. Mary says, I've made a wreath that I want to put dolphins on. I bought a bunch of ceramic ones to paint, and we'll show you when I get it done. Oh, cool.
Fabulous, thank you.
I'm going to stand up kind of now.
Yeah.
My butt
All right, well, this is the last piece before I'm going to show it to y'all and call it a night. So.
Rosemary, yes, I know it well. Rosemary, I bet you do. Oh, come on, sing it. I can't sing it.
He can't hold a tune in a
I
bucket,
can't hold
y'all.
tune, yeah.
He tries, bless his heart.
That song is so funny. I know that song. You guys are a hoot. Thanks for a very fun and informative evening. You're welcome.
You're
I
welcome.
remember that song. I've been drinking Diet Pepsi. Have you been chugging a few years? And I'm the driver. Oh, okay.
Glad that y'all practice safe driving. We always do too. Whichever one of us drinks, the other one drives.
Mostly me.
Yeah. He drinks, I drive.
The other song I'd sing too is when I get a little knee deep is Turn the Page.
All right. I think my sign might be a little bit crooked, but we're going to call this done, y'all.